Hey guys, it's your favorite unk here. Go ahead and click that subscribe button below so you don't miss a single episode of Nightcap. That button right here. Come for the sports, stay for the stories. The Bills beat the Steelers 31-17. There's the Josh Allen. That Josh Allen there can represent the AFC.
Oh yeah.
When he doesn't turn the ball over, and that's the see. The thing is, it's not like look, turnovers happen, but for him, they seem to come in bunches because he'll turn one, and before in the blink of an eye, is three.
And at the wrong time too. At the wrong time,
he's taking points off the board because he's throwing interceptions in his own end zone. When you're gonna get three at worst case scenario. But they played well. They played well today. Josh Allen, that was a spectacular 50-yard run. George Pickens rips the refs after the game, saying, refs. That's the only thing on my mind. You're not going to win a game when you have to beat the Bills and the refs. That's what I really feel happened to us today. The refs, I guess the refs made him fumble. He did have,
I think he's more so talking about that holding call too. There was a third down. It might have been fourth down. It might have been fourth down.
It was fourth
on a slant route. Yeah, on a slant route. He felt he was held a little bit on there.
Didn't he drop a TD catch?
He dropped it.
I don't know. I'm asking you. I mean, no, don't do that. Don't do that. No. I'm just asking. I mean, I ain't see the game. I mean, my TV was freezing up, and sometimes I had to come down. Yeah, I had to come downstairs to rewind. So you tell me, did you drop it?
I ain't see that play. I was on my flight, and the Wi-Fi, the bandwidth on Spirit, it wasn't that good. But I had my Wi-Fi working, so the game was going in and out. Did he drop one? No, I'm not even playing. I'm dead serious. Because my flight left Miami at 3:30, so I actually was. I will
ask the chat. Hey, chat, what y'all think?
Oh, let me look at the chat real quick. Did he really drop it, or it got tipped to some shit? Like, for real?
But give the let's get to this game. Let me get the stats pulled up here for you right quick. Ocho.
Save on travel.
Oh. But still, I mean, the Steelers hung around there. I mean, Mason Rudolph didn't play bad. 22 of 39, 229, 2 touchdowns. He had an interception. He had an interception in the end zone. The guy ran a great, undercut the route, made a heck of a play. That was a heck of a play the DB made.
Yeah.
Man, that was a heck of a play.
Listen, the Steelers fought back, though. They showed fight as opposed to what we saw from the Eagles. They were down 21.
Let me ask you a question. I mean, what's your chat saying? Look at your chat. See if he dropped that ball.
Dropped. Yeah, he dropped it. Dropped it. He dropped that bitch. Damn. Yeah, I honestly, I'm not even playing around. I was in flight, so the game, the bandwidth on Spirit was a little weak, so the game kept freezing. Then it come on, then it freeze, and it come on. So it was very.
What you talking about, the mariachi band? You talking about the mariachi band? Because I know you ain't got no broadband on Spirit.
No. My Fubo app to watch the game. My flight left Miami at 3:30 to get here to Philly. So when the game started, I was still in the air.
Okay. Yeah, but look, the Steelers. I mean, considering what the Steelers was meddling around, and then all of a sudden they make enough plays at the end of the season, end up making it to the playoffs. I think they got as much out of this season they could have possibly hoped, given the inconsistent quarterback play between
more than expected, actually.
Yeah, between Pickett and Trubisky, and it took Mason Rudolph coming in and playing extremely well. Give them credit. I mean, they did what I thought they would do. I didn't think they could go to Buffalo and win that ball game, but they had a chance. Maybe a play here or there. Maybe if Rudolph doesn't throw that interception because the game is really close, and then all of a sudden he turns the ball over in the end zone. But Josh Allen was really good today. 21 of 30, 203, 3 touchdowns, a clean game. James Cook, 18 carries, 79 yards. Josh Allen, 8 carries, 74 yards. Johnson, 8 carries, 26 yards. So when you run the ball like they ran the ball today, it's going to be tough to beat them because now they're going to play action off of that. Now, look, it's hard to account for Josh Allen because he can scramble. That's what he can keep the drive. He can keep a drive alive. You can
with his legs,
perfect coverage. We got everybody D'd up, and then he can take off running, and he's gonna get a first down like he got today. So it's hard. Yeah. It's hard to play mobile quarterbacks, and especially with everything on the line, guys aren't sliding. You saw Mahomes on Saturday night scramble and get extra yards. We saw Josh Allen today. Go ahead.
Yeah. Do you see how players are a little bit cautious too? You see how the defenders are a little bit cautious and not knowing whether the quarterback is going to slide or not. Oh, should I hit him? Should I not? Because of the way the rules are. Because you don't want to get a flag. So everybody being a little hesitant.
Yeah.
That Josh Allen run. Okay, dude thudded him up. Didn't even wrap him. He bounced right off.
Yeah.
He bounced right off.
At 6'5", 250. Well, if they throw a flag, they throw a flag.
You got to hit him,
I'm
boy.
trying to knock the stuffing out of him.
You got to hit him.
Exactly.
And if you don't hit him, you got to wrap him up because he's gonna bounce right off.
He's gonna bounce right off it. So we get the matchup that we thought. We get Kansas City going to Buffalo. We know what the playoffs have been for those two teams. Kansas City knocked Buffalo out of the playoffs 2 years ago and 3 years ago. Buffalo's going to get their revenge back. I think it's going to be a really, really good ball game. The Texans on the road. Lamar Jackson gets an opportunity to see C.J. Stroud up close. C.J. Stroud gets an opportunity to see Lamar Jackson up close. It's the first time that we've seen the Ravens starters in about 3 weeks. So I'm excited to see how this game unfolds. I know they're anxious. I know Baltimore fans are going to be chomping at the bit because they've waited a long time to be back in this position. Get back into the playoffs.
Oh, yeah.
We're healthy. Everybody's healthy. If I'm not mistaken, they designated Mark Andrews for return.
Already?
I thought, look, and this is no slight on Mark Andrews, but I thought his injury really opened up the offense and it forced Lamar Jackson not to be dependent because Mark Andrews wasn't there. So now Zay Flowers, now all the OBJ, Lively, all those guys, Likely, got to get some opportunities where he was so dependent on Mark Andrews. He could know he had Mr. Reliable, but it forced him to go elsewhere with the football. And I thought it made him more of the complete quarterback, and it helped this offense. Right. And so it's going to be very interesting to see if he's up this week or maybe they wait another week. And if possible, we probably try to hold him off until the Super Bowl if they're able to make it that far.
Likely got the hot hand.
He played extremely well. Man. He's played extremely well.
He got the hot hand. Do you really want to sit him down just because Andrews is coming back? I understand Andrews is a starter,
for sure.
And he's the one making the money. You know how that go. The money always got to play. The money always got to play. But man, Likely is hot right now, man.
Oh, he's playing extremely well. But you can never have too many good players on the field at once. And if our Mark Andrews can come back and he can protect himself and he can do the things that he normally could do prior to this injury, I don't see why you wouldn't have him up. But it's going to be very interesting. I'm anxious to see Lamar back in the playoffs again. I know he's anxious. This is a pressure-packed situation. He's going to be the MVP. He's going to be the MVP for the second time in his career. Yeah. And the first time, 2019, he was the number one seed, the Tennessee Titans. The thing, Ocho, I don't know if you noticed this, but if you notice, when teams are at home, when they get off the great starts, boy, it's hard to hold them down. Dallas got off to that slow start. Everybody else did the playoff got off to a pretty neat start. You look at the Lions got off to a nice start. The Bucks got off to a nice start. The Texans just
very nice. Off the gate, the gate. First play of the goddamn game. It set the tone. It set the tone.
So, the Chiefs are on the road.
Damn, I'm mad about my Eagles, man. Damn, man.
The Chiefs on the road because Kadarius Toney lined up offside.
Come on,
oh my bad. That slipped, Ocho.
Yeah.
That's it. It'd have been interesting. You know what, Ocho? It'd have been interesting to see because that would have given Kansas City the lead, but Buffalo still had enough time. But they didn't have much time. It'd been like 20-something, 30-something seconds. So they had to go down the field. I mean, but Josh Allen is more than capable of getting down the field in that length of time and kicking a field goal. But all is lost. Kansas City's going on the road for the first time in Patrick Mahomes' career. He's playing a game away from Arrowhead. He's playing a game away from Arrowhead.
That's gonna be a good game, bro.
It's gonna be a great game.
And I don't think the weather is not gonna be as bad as it was, this go round. We're gonna have clear skies, no excuses. It's gonna be a little nippy though, but no excuses.
Well, look, the weather shouldn't impact either quarterback. Both of them got strong arms. Both of them can throw the ball through the, from sideline to sideline, from hash to sideline. Yeah. So the weather shouldn't, inclement weather. Now, I mean, obviously, Ocho, the winds start gusting 30, 40 miles an hour, but that's a different factor.
That's a problem.
You're talking about 5, 10 mile an hour winds and cold. It shouldn't have an impact on the ball other than not them throwing it, maybe catching the football in that situation. So we'll see. I'm anxious like you are. There was 125 left in the ball game, so there's more than enough time for Buffalo to go down the field and get a touchdown, or who knows, maybe even a field goal just to win it.
Right.
Mike Tomlin walks off the podium. Reporter had a question. Mike, you have 1 year left on your contract. Mike dipped.
I mean, as a journalist, why are we not talking about the game?
Well, I guess
why are we not talking about the loss?
They had already talked about that.
And what happened?
They had already talked about that.
Okay.
And so I guess you good that winding down. Hey, Mike, you got 1 year left on your contract. Mike just said, I'm not going to even entertain that.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, rightfully so. If you've already covered the game and everything else, and you got the answers you want to, then I guess asking that and about his future is okay. Right. But just the timing of it, though, God damn, we just lost. You talk about contract and money already. I don't know. I guess they have a job to do.
They do.
That's why they do what they do. They have a job to do. I don't want to say it's unethical, but come on now. There's a time and place.
Well, the time was there. The place was there because I got him at the podium. It's not like I could call him on the phone and say, hey, Mike, what's going on with your contract? Right. Because here's the thing, Ocho. Right. If 15 reporters, there's only so many ways, okay, Mike, what happened in the ball game? Blah, blah, blah. Okay, hey, Mike, you had this situation and this down and distance, and what were your thought process in this? Well, Mike, you had an opportunity. You had a good play call. You got a holding call. So after 10 different guys, okay, let me go somewhere. Let me throw this out there. He might answer.
Right. Yeah. But you know what? I think if you dress it up a little different, hey, let's not address the contract and the money that's left. Let's address just your future in general. Do you feel you're still going to be here?
Right.
Mike, how do you feel about going into next year? Yeah, that's a better way. But as soon as you bring up money and a coach and come on,
the Steelers hadn't.
Why you in my pocket?
Well, the Steelers hadn't fired a coach in 50 years. So
yeah, and do you think Mike shouldn't be fired?
No, I don't think he's going to be fired. I mean, he made the playoffs. Yeah,
okay.
No, I don't think he's going to be fired.
Right.
The Falcons announced. I mean, go ahead. You want to add something to that?
No, go ahead. You good. No, I was just going to say what he had to work with the quarterback carousel and the what's the word? The inconsistent play that he had to deal with and making the playoffs. I mean, that says a lot. It says a lot.
Yeah.